Hello, welcome to my channel. We have been solving these past question papers. So right now we have this uh, mathematics, pure math 1, and it is May, June 2024. So in my last video, I solved first two questions. So today I will be doing question number 3 and onward. Okay, so it's not too difficult, it's pretty straightforward. The coefficient of x power 3 in the expansion of 3 plus ax power 6 is 160. Find the value of a. Okay, remember if I have this expression 3 plus ax power 6, then its expansion, it will have different terms, and each term can be written something like this: 6 combination r and 3 power 6 minus r and ax power r. Okay, and r will be from 0, 1, 2 up till 6. Okay, so total it will have 7 terms. So when r is 0, we have 3 power 6 and ax power nothing, 0 basically. But gradually the power of 3 will decrease and power of ax will increase. Okay, anyway. So we are trying to look for the term which have x power 3 in it. So x power 3 will be there if r is 3. Okay, so I will take r equal to 3. And if r is 3, then 6 combination 3. 3 to the power 6 minus 3 is 3. And ar power 3 again. Okay, what is 6 combination 3? We can calculate it using calculator, but we can do it manually as well. So 6 times 5 times 4. So 3 terms before 6 divided by 3 factorial. So 3, 2, and 1 I don't write. So 3 times 2 is 6, cancel with 6. 5 times 2, 4 is 20. So 6 combination 3 would be 20. Then 3 power 3 is 27. Okay. And a power 3 and, sorry, I write r here. This is x. ax. So a power 3 and x power 3. Okay, so this 27 times 20 will be 540. Okay, 540 a cube into x cube. Now we are told that the coefficient of x power 3 is 160. It means this 540 a cube is equal to 160. Okay, so a cube would be 160 divided by 540, and this comes out to be 8 over 27. So when I take the cubic root, so a would be equal to 2 by 3. Okay, so we found the value of this a. If this is 2 by 3, then the coefficient of x power 3 would be 160. Okay, now they're asking us to use this information, basically this value of a, and find the coefficient of x power 3 in the expansion of this expression. Okay, so now we have 3 plus a is 2 by 3 x power 6 and 1 minus 2x. Okay, so from this expansion I have to figure out, I have to choose the values, choose the terms which have x power 3 in it. Right? Okay, so you can see that when this term have x power 3 and it multiplies with 1, I will have x power 3. And I know that that term is 160 x cube. Okay, so when r was 3, this whole thing will give me, I mean, the term with x power 3 will give me 160 x cube. 160 x cube multiplied by 1 will be 160 x cube. Okay, now the next term which have x power 2 in it, when that multiplies with 2x, it will give me x power 3 again. Okay, so now I have to find the term which have x power 2 in it, and that would be 6 combination 2, and 3 power 4 minus 2 would, sorry, 6 minus 2 would be 4, and 2 by 3 x power 2. Okay, I hope it's clear that this particular term in the expansion of 3 plus 2 by 3x power 6, this particular term will have x power 2 in it, and when it multiplies with minus 2x, it will become x power 3 in it. So when I multiply this together, it will become minus and 2 times 6 combination, 2, 3 power 4, 2 by 3x power 2 and into x. Okay. Uh, so let's try to simplify this thing. It is going to be 160x cube minus 2. Now 6 combination 2 would be 6 times 5 over 2 factorial. So 2, 3 is a 6, and it is 15. So this is 15. Okay, 3 power 4 and 3 power 2. So 2 cancel and it will 3 power 2 only. And then 2 power 2 is 4 and x power 2 and times x. Okay, so I can take, okay, so 160x cube minus, uh, this is going to be 15 times 2 is 30 and 3 square is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, and x power 3. Okay, I can take x cube common outside. So 160 minus, this is going to be 1080 and then x power 3 outside. Okay, and this would be 160 minus 1080, and it's going to be minus 920 x power 3. Okay, so when I multiply these two terms, then x power 3 will have a coefficient of minus 920. I hope it's clear. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. Okay, we are given this function. This looks like a complicated function. Uh, f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 under the root 3x minus 2 and minus 2. And we are asked to find the value of k. So look at this point. So when x is 2.0001, we need to find the value of y. Okay, so value of the function when x is 2.000 and 1. Okay, so this is of calculator. I just plugged in the numbers. 2 times 2.0001 and minus 1, and this whole thing multiplies with 3 times 2.0001 minus 2. Okay, and then subtract 2 from it. So when I did all this calculation using my calculator, I got the answer. And when I'm trying to write the answer for 5 decimal places, so the answer was 4.00030 zeros and then 63. Okay, so the value of k, so k would be equal to 4.00063. This is decimal over here. Okay, I was clear. It's very easy. Now let's move on to the next part. Okay, uh, you see the table shows the gradient of the chords A, B, A, C, A, D, and A, F. Okay, so these are the coordinates of this A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the coordinates of those points. These points are on this curve, and we need to find, or we don't, we are given the slope of this chords. Okay, now we need to find the slope of the chord AE. Find the gradient of the chord AE. Okay, so again, let me remind you that that point A, it was 2 and 4, and point E, it was 2.1, 2.1, and 4.63566. Okay, and remember the slope or the gradient, it is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or rise over run. So the rise is from 4 to 4 point this number. So when I subtract 4.63566 minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, so this is 2.1 and minus 2. So this term seems to be very seems like very complicated calculation, but it is not. In the numerator, I have only 0.63566, right? 4 will be cancelled with negative 4. Divided by, in the denominator, 2.1 minus 2 is 0.1 only. So when I divide this thing, the answer is going to be 6.3566. Okay, 3566. So I didn't need calculator for this calculation. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm doing. Okay, and the next part is find reduce the value of derivative of this function at 2 from the table. Okay, so remember what is the definition of derivative? When we find the derivative of a function at some value x, what is this? We evaluate the function at x plus some h minus f of x divided by h, and limit h goes to 0. I hope you remember this definition of derivative. So basically this h has to be as small as possible, right? Okay, now look at all these points. The given points, A is the starting point, and all the point B, C, D, E, F, they are a little bit away from A, right? So in A, we have the x coordinate is 2. Here it is 2.0001. Here it is 2.01, 2.01, 2.1, and 3, right? So the closest of all these points is B. Okay, so we need to find need to look into the slope AB. So the slope of AB will give you the derivative at 2 to the closest value. Okay, so that's why I will use the slope. Let me do it here. Yes, so the derivative of this function at 2, the best approximation would be 6.2501. The, the slope of the chord AB, because B was the closest point to A. Okay, so I hope you understand all this question, and I hope you enjoyed these questions. Uh, if you find these videos useful to you, then please do me a favor and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.